Hello and welcome back to the Doombringer Duel League. From very, very familiar faces to slightly fresher ones, we now have two players from American continents. Continents plural. Signis from the US and Yup from Argentina. Signis, you may well recognize from Doombringer events in the past. Won the launch showcase show match. Also, I believe won a 2v2 show match. Since then, I don't know. Got second place in our last major duel tournament to Zorak War, and generally very, very strong guy. But he's going up against someone called Yup, which sounds impressive, sounds very positive, in spite of all that's going on in the world. But moreover, is apparently quite a talented Quake Champions player. So his mechanics are going to be fantastic. He's going to be very dangerous indeed, and the sort of player that I'm really excited to watch as the weeks go on. This is going to be him at his weakest, but still, maybe on familiar maps, with a little bit of luck, maybe, just maybe, he's going to surprise us all. As I need to do a thing. I did a thing. Welcome to the Doombringer Duel League. The production is flawless. Not anyone else's fault. My fault. But we are getting into it. It's going to be toxicity to begin, and we're going to arrow walk after that. So these are the most well-known maps that are still played in Doombringer. Of course, being ports of either Quake World or Quake 3 maps. They play very differently, though, I think, in Doombringer. So people might get surprised, but yeah, I think for the newer players like Yup, like Strong Sage perhaps, that have that Quake background, we're going to be seeing a lot of these maps. And we'll see them in this series, no doubt. Let's tell the players to go, 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 go. I'm going to hit the F3. And we are going to get into this. It's Yup versus Signis.
One, fight.
All right, here we are. Big map for these guys, and already it's fireworks. Signis will get the better of Yup there. This is, yeah, it's going to be a quick 2-0 for Signis, who I'm expecting to take this fairly one-sidedly because of just how new Yup is, but we will see. Mechanics can change a lot on toxicity. It's a small map. It's a map that rewards aggression, that rewards aim. But we'll see. Yup might be about to get himself on the board. Mega, though, does just about keep Signis in it. Now jumps over to the red. Alter jump. Very fancy. Very Doombringer. Not something you're going to see in other arena FPS. Signis slows down a little bit here. That's quite central. Goes looking in all the various places. Will now find Yup. Rockets. Good enough. I think it is important to stress, though, that given that Yup is so new to Doombringer, the fact that he's not currently getting 20 and 0'd by Signis is quite good. Signis is one of the strongest players we have. And this is one of his favourite maps as well, I think. Could be wrong. The memory, it plays tricks on you when you've got 19 players to keep track of. RJ up for the 50. It's interesting. Signis has been super dominant so far, obviously. It's 6-0. Make it 6-1, but he's never really had that big of a stat. Yup's always kept it close. You can see reaping the rewards there, but immediately after it's Signis on the spawn. Unfortunate for Yup. See what he can do here. Oh, Signis dodges a few bullets. take a bit of a breather. I think Signis is feeling pretty comfortable at this point with that stack, but look, this is what I'm talking about. These strong players from these other games, their mechanics are often absolutely mind-blowing, and Yup's going to be able to turn that around pretty quickly. Immediately, though, you can see he's getting surprised where exactly his opponent might be. And that is one of the things that plays so differently in Doombringer to a Quake Live, is just how quick you can move around the map. Not so much in terms of the top speed versus, say, a game like CPM, but it's the acceleration. Which on a small map like this makes all the difference, obviously. Signis holds it together there. Figure out. Yup, pushes here, and I quite like it, if I'm honest, but Signis does just keep him down. But it's been by the skin of his teeth so many times in these fights. It's a mad thing to say, but at 14-2, 15-2, it feels okay. This doesn't feel like that ridiculous of a game. I'm not saying Yup's going to make the comeback, but I wouldn't be surprised if this gets a whole lot closer in just a couple of minutes' time. Signis, he's so solid. He is so solid. I feel like I'm just going back and forth on myself where I'm like, oh, Signis does a good thing, then Yup does a good thing. And yeah, the thing about hitting hard is it does make the most difference when the other one doesn't aim quite as well as you. But Signis can aim, unlike some of us. It's another good fight for you. Is the rail going to be the undoing again? Not quite. Oh. Sensational from Signis. Very crisp. This is one of those players we're going to be looking at to take down Zorukwa. This is one of those guys that definitely has that potential. Has a very, very strong ABC game. Very strong mechanics. Plays the game a decent amount. And he's going to go from strength to strength. And I'm sure someone like Yup will as well. Oh, we should have done Doombringer Duel League betting. Nah, we don't want to invite match fixing. I take that one back. Doombringer! 10 gifted subs. Thank you very much, Christus. So you have done enough. If people aren't aware, the prize pool that comes from the Doombringer development team and the Doombringer developer, actually. And all of these portraits, all of the game's artwork as well, also made by Chris. Like each of these weapon models and these animations and these character models, he made all of those as well. We're just living in Chris's world, all right? It's his. Oh, Signis will fall. Okay, this is time for Yup to get some confidence. Let's see what he can do. Get a few on the board for the confidence going into map 2. We'll see. Signis are now playing keep away, as he should. Oh, stunning rockets. Literally. Oh dear. Signis, he's about as good as I was expecting him to be. In a day full of surprises in terms of players' form, Signis has not surprised me at all. This is exactly the level that I was expecting, and it's a very high level indeed. Oh! That just went horribly wrong for Signis. He hit nothing. Yup turns around with the LG. Gets himself the all-important commiseratory frag. Just so you feel better about going into map 2, you know? It's just about feeling better going into map 2. That's not going to help. I think Signis should be taking a 27th frag for the fans. For all of the many Signis fans. Well, you've thought about it now, Zork. Well, you can go make it. And you can enjoy playing nobody on it. But yeah, ZTN, the Xenotic port, is like that. Signis 26, yup, 5 on toxicity. Strong play. Strong play. 37% on the LG, 48% on the rail. Yeah, pretty convincing. Signis looking every bit as good as I thought he would as we go into our second map, and it's going to be Aero War. So we are getting the classic duo from Quake and Quake Likes, the most common maps of them all in Doombringer. And this should be, again, somewhere pretty comfortable for you. This is going to be somewhere he's played a lot, if not in Doombringer, in other games. We'll see if that makes any difference. I think Signis is going to be tough to beat here anyway, no matter who you are. Well, we're about to get into it. Let's turn our attention to Signis for the moment. Going to be on that mega. Through the telly, great rocket for Signis. Very fortunate, I feel. And this push is flawless. Flawless from him. Big plays from Yup, though. He's able to keep pace, absolutely. Shotgun sends him flying and makes his decision quite difficult here. He doesn't really have much in the way of ammo. Does manage to back way into this red quite healthily, though. Red just came up and he didn't jump to it, and now up close up against the shotgun. Signis surely in a great position. But no! Yup. Hits the rail. Does the bolt? No! No! Oh, it's so sad. Oh. You know, when we've got a new player, I just want to see him do well, you know? I want to see him spread the little Doombringer wings and fly. And Yup was so close to having control. But instead he's being shot with a shotgun. He's on the red again. Let's see what he can do with it this time. Bang. Bang! But Yup answers back. That's what I mean, guys. Players from other games They just... They hit so well. They even hit stuff that shouldn't hit. This is some prime Doombringer right here. Both of these players just slobber knocking each other into the bin. Taking it in turns to add to the frag movie. That is funny. Could I check the pings? I could. It's 150 versus 50. Unfortunately, this is as good as it's going to get for Yup, as he is our one South American player. But we are, of course, on RecTech. RecTech TN. The greatest netcode in the world. This is on Miami, yeah. Yeah, holding on here very well. Oh, and Signis does just push, and that ended up really simple. Straight through the tail lead, hits everything. 5 to 10. And I think this game almost speaks for itself, honestly. We've got red coming up. Signis. Yep, not ideal, bud. You did it. Well done. It's gonna get both majors. Signis pushes in there with confidence and bravado. They're onto the red. Huge damage, though. The knockback. Absolutely everything there for Signis. Can he get on the Mega? No, but he can hit everything, and then he's okay. It's close. Signis absolutely follows that up with a shot. Yeah, I know this guy. He knows when he smells a frag. Goes for the jump. Oh, the rockets are good enough. Oh dear. 8 to 10. That lovely lead that Yup had built up is falling away quite quickly as Signis has stopped putting feet wrong. Great round. Oh. Dear Lord.
Your tie.
Bang! 10 to 10. Just chasing him now.
Taken the lead.
Put it in the montage, ladies and gents. Put it in the frag movie. Just put it to music. It's music to my eyes. Signis. He just knows where you are. He doesn't miss. His weapon selection's impeccable. Fantastic. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. Signis is the player I want to be. Watching this. This is the exact style I want to emulate. and aspire to skill like it. (18-10). Not since getting that 10th frag has Yup really looked in this. Signis always looked so confident, regardless of stat. It sort of feels like the same thing's about to happen. Bang! Bang! Crater! Okay. You know, Yup could do this. I don't think he will, but he could. 9 frags to make up in just over 2 minutes. I have less hope now. Game's brutal sometimes, man. I feel like I should be desensitized to it at this point, but no. Doombringer. Still a crunchy ass game. I think Signis has now created 3 times this game. Yeah, considering the ping and considering the inexperience, Yup is really impressing. What a tough round for him, right? You went to the game, you went to the tournament, and your first match is Signis? Not ideal. Not ideal at all.
1 minute remaining.
Back on the board is Signis. (27-12), and I think that is near enough where this series will end. It will be a 2-0 in favor of Signis. Not to anyone's surprise, but Yup was always about the growth. It was always about, you know, this is the bar, this is the base level of Yup before practice, before experience in the game. They're going to go from strength to strength from here. But at the moment, Signis just that little bit too strong. Yeah, it showed. But this is why he's one of the favorites in the tournament. This is why he is, for many people, the one most likely to take Zorak War down. Fantastic display there from Signis. Commiserations to Yup, who's still a valiant effort. Really good stuff from them. And next up, we will see the return of Signis up against another Doombringer newcomer, another Quake Champions exemplar. It is going to be Signis versus Strong Sage. We'll be bringing that to you in, I don't know, just a few probably. Stay tuned.